Yo, what is up everybody? It is your boy JFigs and welcome back to another video. As you guys can see, man, we have the entire CM Punk action figure collection right here. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because recently CM Punk actually returned at Clash at the Castle, and I've also been picking up some crazy ass CM Punk figures, as you can see in the background right there. And I thought now would be the perfect time to make this video, considering that CM Punk is also one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, definitely in the top 5. But let's stop yapping, boys. Let's go ahead and show you guys the entire collection. Now I'm going to go ahead and start off with the loose figures, and I'm going to slowly work my way into the mint figures. But let's go ahead and start it off right here in the front. We actually have two of these. It's going to be the Elite 28, no, not Elite 28, the Best of Pay-Per-View WrestleMania 28 CM Punk right here in this red and olive green gear. I believe he wore this when he faced Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 28 when he defended his WWE Championship when he was robbed of the main event. Such a shame, man. CM Punk deserves better, man. He definitely deserves a WrestleMania main event. I enjoy the gear, the colorway, everything about it, just the articulation, all of it, the head sculpt. I think this is definitely one of the better CM Punk figures that Mattel has ever made. But yeah, like I said, I have two of them, so let's go ahead and move into the next one. Now, the next figure that we're going to move into is actually going to be another, I believe this is another pay-per-view exclusive, not pay-per-view exclusive, Best of Pay-Per-View. Gotta get that right. I believe this is the WrestleMania 29 Best of Pay-Per-View when he faced The Undertaker at WrestleMania 29. Such an awesome gear, although I do hate the head sculpt. I hate this look for Punk. I don't think it looks anything like him, but I definitely think that this is still a great CM Punk figure. Such an awesome gear. I wouldn't say that this is in my top 10 CM Punk figures of all time, but this is definitely one of my favorites. Such a cool gear, but the head sculpt is terrible. So let's go ahead and move into the next one, boys. Now, moving into the next figure, we actually have a AEW figure. This is going to be the Walmart exclusive. I believe this was the AEW Unrivaled CM Punk in the AEW sweater right there. Got some hair on it. What the hell is that? I'm not going to lie to you guys. This might be one of the most underrated CM Punk figures that we have ever gotten. I'm actually a very big fan of this figure. Apart from like the sizing, the scaling, I think this is definitely still a great figure. It poses around great. And let's go ahead and take a look at the tattoo detailing really quick. We actually got little spin-offs of the Pepsi and G.I. Joe logo here on the figures. Love the gear, love the articulation. It moves around super nice. Only thing that's an issue with this figure is going to be the scaling. I definitely think that Jazzwares did a great job with this figure, however. But yeah, nothing too special with this figure. Just a little basic gear with the black kick pads and all that. For the first AEW figure in this video, it's definitely a decent one. So let's go ahead and move into the next one. Now, moving into the next figure, guys, it's going to be another Best of Pay-Per-View CM Punk. It's going to be the Money in the Bank from 2013, I believe. This is the gear that he wore at Money in the Bank 2013. This set also had the Build-A-Figure Jim Ross, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely a great figure. One of my most used Punks in the collection. This guy's super loose. As you can see right there, got some paint scuffs all over. But I do enjoy this figure a lot. Definitely one of my favorite gears for CM Punk. I think the white, the red, the black, all of it just works really well alongside his very vibrant tattoos all over. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this figure. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, the next figure in the collection, guys, is actually going to be a basic CM Punk figure. This is actually another pay-per-view figure. It's going to be the Royal Rumble. I believe this is a 2010 Royal Rumble CM Punk figure. I could be wrong about that. Let me know in the comments. But again, definitely a great figure. One of my favorite gears. I wish we could have got this in elite form. Hopefully we do soon, actually, considering that CM Punk is actually going to be getting more Mattel figures very, very soon. I actually pre-ordered the Ringside exclusive that's coming out very, very soon. Definitely excited for that. But apart from that, man, this figure is super awesome. I love the color blocking on this. Kind of like the Best of Pay-Per-View that we just talked about, but basically kind of inverted, I guess you can say. But yeah, definitely a great gear. Wish you could have got this in elite form. Love the head sculpt. Love everything about this figure, man. Super awesome. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Right, guys. Now, for the next figure, it's actually going to be this Elite 29 CM Punk with the blue sweater here. I'm not going to lie. This is also one of the most underrated CM Punk figures, in my opinion. You'll hear a lot about the Elite 16, the Ringside exclusives, but I think that this figure is just super awesome. I don't know what they did with this figure, but I think it just works really well. I think this sweater is super nice. And I feel like the colors on the gear match so well with the vibrant tattoos. I don't know. It just makes it pop more. And I think that this is definitely one of my favorite CM Punk figures. Great head sculpt, great gear. Even though it has blackout boots, I still think that this figure just works really freaking well. I love the sweater again, man. Definitely one of my favorite colors. But just a great gear, great accessories. Although it only came with the sweater, I believe, this is still definitely one of my favorites. May even be in the top 10 of CM Punk figures, in my opinion. But that's it for that one. Let's go ahead and move into the next. Jesus, I'm running out of space here, guys. But let's go ahead and... Oh, my God. Let's move into the next figure. It's going to be the Supreme AEW CM Punk figure. I threw on the Unrivaled torso because I didn't have another Supreme CM Punk torso. And I threw on this extra CM Punk head sculpt that I had laying around. And I basically made an older CM Punk custom kind of figure thingy going on here. I don't even know. But I actually hate the way this looks. I'm probably going to swap the head sculpt back to an AEW one. But I think apart from the head sculpt, I love the way this figure looks. This is one of the better CM Punk gears in my opinion, the camouflage gear. I'm so glad that I have it in AEW form, and finally the Mattel one that we'll get into very, very soon. But yeah, the only problem I have with this figure is going to be the scaling. Again, just the scaling from Jazzwares is a tad bit off for CM Punk, but nonetheless, this is definitely one of the better CM Punk figures that we've ever gotten. Yeah, moving on, not much to say about this one. Alright guys, now for the next figure, it's actually going to be a recent pickup of mine. It's going to be this Ringside exclusive First Dance CM Punk. This is going to be from his AEW debut, man. What an iconic moment. If you guys have not seen that video, make sure you go check it out on YouTube, man. Such an iconic moment. Every time I watch that video, I get chills, man. Just seeing CM Punk return, the fan reaction in Chicago, his hometown. And the fact that they were able to encapsulate this in action figure form is so freaking awesome. Definitely one of my favorite CM Punk figures. I love the t-shirt. Show you guys the box here. CM Punk, best in the world. It's got the ice cream shape right there. Super awesome packaging. CM Punk right there on the side. Got his logo there at the top. Got it right there in the back. Super awesome. I actually have this design on a sign somewhere in the crowd. Maybe I'll show you guys later. But there's an image of him right there making his debut. Like I said, man, such a crazy moment, iconic moment. I really don't know what else to say about this figure apart from the fact that it is incredible, man. Such an awesome figure. Definitely one of my favorites. But yeah, for the first Ringside exclusive, not too bad. Definitely a great figure. Let's go ahead and move on to the other ones, guys. Let's go. Right, guys, now moving into one of the older figures in the collection here. It's going to be this Elite 11 CM Punk fix-up that I did not too long ago. Actually, I definitely did this a long time ago. I believe this is around 2 years old, maybe 3 years old now. But nonetheless, definitely one of my favorite CM Punk figures as well. I don't know, man. Something about this gear just works really well for me. And I threw in this older CM Punk head sculpt. I'll probably acetone these details off right here, these tattoo details off to make it more accurate. I believe I got this idea from Wadfigs a long time ago, man. Shout out Wadfigs, one of my inspirations for the channel. But yeah, definitely love this figure. So glad I was able to get this and do this fix-up. Super awesome. Let's move on to the next. Right, guys, now going into another AEW figure here. It's going to be the default Supreme Collection CM Punk. Now this, guys, this is arguably the best CM Punk Jazzwares figure. I'm not sure how you guys feel about the other ones, but in my opinion, man, they absolutely killed it with this CM Punk right here, man. The details, the tattoo, the articulation, the gears, everything that they gave him, the accessories, man. Such an awesome figure. It poses around incredibly. The head sculpts are great. And all in all, man, my favorite Jazzwares CM Punk figure that we got. It just works super well. Look at the freaking wrist tape detailing right there. It's actually sculpted on, if you guys can see that. Just such an awesome figure. Jazzwares killed it. Although, again, the scaling is not the best. It's not accurate at all. It still looks freaking awesome, man. I absolutely love this figure. Not much to say about it. Definitely not my favorite CM Punk figure ever, but it's probably up there. Maybe in the top 10. I do love this figure so very much. I have like 3 of them in my collection, so that tells you everything you need to know about how I feel about this figure. If you guys don't have it, make sure you guys grab this figure. It is so freaking awesome. But let's move on to the final 2 loose figures in the collection, boys. Let's go. Right, guys, now moving into one of the most iconic CM Punk figures of all time. It's going to be the Elite 16 CM Punk action figure from when he beat John Cena at Money in the Bank. This gear, man, this gear is freaking awesome. I know I said, you know, there's probably better figures than this, but looking at this figure now, man, it's just so freaking awesome. The Chicago details, man, just such an awesome figure, man. The head sculpt, the tattoos, everything. The t-shirt that came with this figure, and I believe he also did come with the WWE Championship. I do have the title, but I don't have this t-shirt anymore, which is a shame. But definitely one of my favorite CM Punk figures. I'll probably say this is like my 5th favorite CM Punk figure of all time. But man, this one is super awesome. Sorry for moving the camera there. Mattel is actually teasing a bunch of CM Punk figures that are coming out very, very soon. So I cannot wait to see what we get. Hopefully we get this figure or in different gear in Ultimate Edition form. Man, that would be absolutely gnarly. Like I mentioned before, though, I did pre-order the ringside exclusive defining moment CM Punk, so I can't wait to get that and do a review for you guys. I also picked up the Mattel Creations CM Punk from when he made his return at Survivor Series, so another great figure to look out for on the channel. We will definitely be reviewing that when it comes out. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and move into the final loose figure, guys. Let's go, man. Now, I saved the best for last. Now, it might not be the best in your guys' opinion, but hear me out, boys. This is the first Elite CM Punk figure that I ever got. I remember going to Target with my dad and picking this figure up, man. Such an awesome figure, man. The gear is super freaking awesome. Although it's not even accurate, because I believe this red right here is supposed to be like a little bit of an orange to, I believe it's supposed to be like a hockey team or a baseball team. What was it? The Chicago, I don't even know, man. The Chicago something, man. The Chicago something. What an awesome gear. But yeah, like I said, boys, the sentimental value outweighs it all. Just remember picking this figure up and being immediately my favorite figure when I got it. Did the knee pad swap there when I was a little kid, man. Just always loved this figure. CM Punk always been one of my favorite guys as well. But yeah, man, like I said, just an awesome figure. It means the most to me. I'll probably say this is my third favorite or like fourth favorite CM Punk figure of all time that I do own, at least. Like, look at the head sculpt, boys. Just look at the condition of the figure, man. He's literally got black stuff all over his face. He's missing paint on his head. He's just dirty. Like, I don't even know what the hell to say, man. I just used this figure to all hell. And yeah, just a great figure, man. Loved this figure as a kid growing up. Still do love it. But that's it for the loose figures. Let's go ahead and move into the figures that we do have mint on card. Let's go. I'm gonna back up the camera a little bit here and move into the first mint on card figure that we do have right here of CM Punk. Now, it's actually going to be a 2-pack, but this is the ringside exclusive Blood and Guts CM Punk action figure from when he faced MJF in the dog collar match. I'm not sure what event it was. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the box. Does it even say? Yeah, AEW Revolution. I did watch this matchup live. I believe he came out to his ROH theme song, or yeah, I'm pretty sure he did walk out to his ROH theme song. What was that song called? I don't know, but it's by AFI. It's definitely a great song. Not my favorite, but it was an iconic moment seeing CM Punk walk out in that old school ROH style gear. Definitely one of my favorite AEW Jazz Wars figures, man. Such an awesome gear alongside the MJF, which we're not going to get into, but the CM Punk right there, man. Incredible figure. Not going to open this one, or maybe I will eventually, but not now, not today, boys. Let's go ahead and move into the next mint on card figure. Let's go. Right, guys, now as you can see, the next mint on card figure we have here is the ringside exclusive ECW CM Punk right there, man. Definitely a great gear. Look at this packaging, man. Back when we used to get this crazy ass packaging from Ringside, got the crazy bio right there. Such an awesome gear. Definitely a great era for Punk. I do love the early Punk right here. Look at that t-shirt right there. That's such an awesome t-shirt. Comes with the ECW title and the ECW microphone as well. Just a great figure. The head sculpt is super awesome. Got the piercing, the lip piercing, and the ear piercing right there. Got the red gear. No stars on the boots, but he does have the stars on the crotch. Definitely a great figure right here for CM Punk. But that's it for that one. Not much to get into right there. Again, great packaging right there. But let's go ahead and move on to the next mint on card figure. Let's go. Jeez, I had to get up and reach for this one. But the next figure is not an exclusive figure or anything, but this is definitely a rare piece right here. We have the I almost said AEW, bro. We got the WWE All-Stars. Unironically, one of my favorite WWE/wrestling games of all time. But we have the Pipe Bomb Punk gear. As a lot of people do call this, I just call it the All-Star CM Punk right here in the yellow, the black. Just such an iconic gear. Also comes with a Steve Austin, but we're not going to get into that. He comes with the buzzer. Not the buzzer. What the hell do you call it? Like a shaver, I guess. The head shaver. Whatever the hell you want to call it, man. Similar head sculpt to the last, except this one has a beard. But man, everything about this figure is absolute perfection. This is definitely top tier when it comes to CM Punk action figures. I'm trying to peek into the box as best I can for you guys. But that's probably the best I'll be able to do right here. Let's go take a look at the back. This is the game when absolutely everyone was jacked out on steroids. But this is an all-time grail. And to finally have this in my collection, the mint on card is absolutely ridiculous, man. Got to give a big shout out to my dad, man. He came through in absolute clutch with all these figures, man. So shout out to him, man. He's absolute GOAT. Love that guy. But yeah, let's go ahead, close it out right here. Move into the final mint on card figure, the best for last. Let's go. Now for the final figure of the video of the collection. Jeez, man, this is an absolute grail. This is my #1 favorite CM Punk figure of all time. It's going to be the ringside exclusive SES, Straight Edge Society CM Punk right there, man. Beautiful figure, man. One of my favorites of all time. Let's go ahead and back up the camera a little bit right here so you guys can see this in all its glory. Got a giant image of bald-ass CM Punk right there. Got the image of his hairy-ass chest with the mask on right here. If you guys are wondering why the hell CM Punk is wearing a mask, it's because Big Show shaved this dude's head on top of a ladder. I believe it was on like SmackDown or maybe even like a pay-per-view or something. I'm not too sure. But right there, a little bio if you guys want to read that. My all-time favorite Elite packaging right here. This is just the best packaging we've ever gotten for Elites, in my opinion. Then you got a picture of Punk. Let's get some light on this, man. Jeez, bro. You got CM Punk right there in his mask, in the camouflage gear. SES on the boots, as you guys can see right there. Got the camouflage right there in the box, if you guys can see right there. Got the arm sling, got the towel for his head when he walks out to the ring without the mask, because the dude was bald as hell. But man, an absolute grail. I don't talk about this figure enough, or maybe I talk about it too much. I'm not too sure, man. But this is my absolute favorite CM Punk action figure right there, as you guys can see, man. Just incredible. Super, super awesome, man. Again, got to give a huge shout out to my dad, man. He came in absolute clutch with all the ringside figures, man. Zoom in on that beauty, man. This is an absolute top tier figure for me. This is probably my favorite figure of all time. Not just CM Punk, of all time. This is a great figure. But that's it, boys. Let's go ahead and close out the video, man. Let's go. But that's going to go ahead and wrap up today's video, man. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. I'm still in disbelief. Just cannot believe that I have all these figures, man. It's an absolute blessing. Shout out to all you, man. You guys are the GOAT viewers. I'll be back with a pick fed this Sunday, so be on the lookout for that. You guys don't want to miss it, man. It's going to be Cody Rhodes versus the final boss, The Rock, in an Extreme Rules match. You never know what's going to happen, so stay tuned, boys. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, as well as turn on the post notification bell so you guys never miss another upload on the channel. The support has been absolutely insane. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, man. You guys are legit the best viewers ever in the world. Shout out to all you, man. But I'll catch you guys this Sunday. Peace out. See you in the next one. Let's go.